Hi there, this is show number 124. I'd like to reintroduce, what's your name again, Norm? Gino. Gino Fratelloni.
With two T and two L. And an E.
And an E on the end. Well, thank you.
You're
Today's
welcome.
guest is, if I can pronounce this right, where's my little sheet? Ah, what the hell did I lost the sheet? Well, too bad. Oh, there it is.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, I made it up, made it down and up. McCall Fridags. Fridags? Or fried eggs,
Yes.
right? No, you told me that. All right.
Yeah,
McCall,
sounds like fried eggs, but Vrydags.
Fridag.
Fridag.
Write that down.
Write it down.
McCall is a chief meteorologist at WHIO TV in beautiful, and I mean beautiful, Dayton, Ohio. Let's hear it for Dayton, guys.
Hey!
Okay, I guess they're not. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, that concludes today's show. Now, as chief meteorologist, what does that exactly mean? You were on the evening, right?
Yeah, so my newscasts are 5:30, 6 o'clock, and 11 o'clock in the evening. I am the chief of the weather department, so I manage all of the other meteorologists that are on the team, and I'm pretty much, the flagship, meteorologist at the station.
How many meteorologists are there?
We have 4 meteorologists. We're currently just 3, but we've hired somebody new that's going to start at the end of May.
Write that down. How come you need 4? I mean, the weekends they cover?
Yeah, so I cover the evenings. I have a meteorologist, Kirsty Zontini. She does the mornings Monday through Friday. And then the other 2 meteorologists split the weekend shifts. One does the morning, one does the evening.
And they're grouchy in the morning, right? I can't get up.
Actually, the morning meteorologists, I don't know how they do it. They get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and, don't go home until noon the next day.
Well, it's a job,
Yeah.
It pays $2 an hour, and there's no problem.
How many zero on the end?
Huh?
How many zero on the end?
None.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is not. So, in the ratings, what is Dayton ranked as? I mean, like New York City, I guess is high up there, maybe 1. What is Dayton ranked
Yeah.
as?
So when you're talking about TV markets, it's, market 1 is New York City and it goes into the 200s. Dayton, Ohio is around market 64. So we're, middle of the road for the top 100 markets. And then as far as in Dayton against the competitors that we have, we're the #1 station here. And because of the amount of viewers that we have, we're actually considered the #1 affiliate for CBS in the country.
Whoa. Oh,
Yeah.
I'd bow, but I wouldn't get up. So.
It's all right. I'll let you sit there.
Thank you very much. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not so bad. I mean, the station's really good, the management, the company, so we're happy all around.
We're happy all around. We can go in there and mess that up, can't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're no problem.
In one day.
We'll take it over. What do you mean 1 day? It doesn't take that long.
No?
Oh. So,
You got to get something to eat, too,
excuse me?
in the meantime.
You're not really in the Ohio Valley, but you're close to it. Actually,
Yeah, we're called the Miami Valley, but we're right there. We're just, 50 to 60 miles north of Cincinnati, so.
Oh,
Well, I
wow.
wouldn't brag about that. I mean, I wouldn't tell anybody about that one. Well, how close are you to Cleveland?
About 2.5 to 3 hours, I would say.
Wow.
You see, we get this, at what speed are we talking about?
I'm not going to tell you.
How many miles is it, do you know?
No, I don't off the top of my head. I didn't do my geography homework before I came on.
See, why don't you help out? You were in control. Were you ever out there? Sir, were you ever out in Ohio?
I think we went to Arizona. I think we did go that way.
I don't know.
I can Google map it for you.
She's definitely from New York. You see that? Yeah. Come on, drink some water and go. All right. So around here today, it's about 70. There's a lot of cumulus around because there's some cold air aloft. I like to say aloft. And,
Yeah.
And there's some Virgo around.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. He thought it was an Italian sausage. You know?
Sounds like it could be an Italian sausage. But
Yeah. A Berg.
A little burger and my
That's what,
spaghetti
see, that she
sauce.
is married to an Italian. Hey. Try that with an
My husband's teaching my daughter to say capiche, and she walks
Capiche.
around the house and says it.
Capisci.
What's the translation
Yeah.
of that?
You
Understand?
But she tries to tell us that it's gumbiche.
Dumb beach. It is a dumb beach. Yeah. Did you ever go to Fire Island on Long Island?
No, I've never been. I had a lot of friends that went, but I never made it down that way.
Oh, well.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, when I grew up in Queens, and you grew up in, well, you were born in Suffern.
Yeah, grew up about 60 miles north of New York City. So we were part of the New York City market. So we watched, New York City news, and close enough that that's where we took all our school trips in high school.
You're talking to the subway, right?
What'd you say?
You're talking to the subway. Look at that weirdo over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people live up where I grew up and would commute into the city. That's how close it was.
Yeah, it's about 30 miles. That's what it said.
It's a nice area.
What's that?
It's a nice area.
Isn't Suffern almost in the hills, or actually in the hills already?
It was called the Hudson Valley. So it's an area where we're near the mountains, but not too mountainous.
But you must have
There are
had.
mountains around.
They get some nice thunderstorms in the summer.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean, no? What are you talking?
I mean, not thunderstorms like we have in Ohio, that's
Oh,
for
no,
sure.
but you guys overdo it. Well,
Yeah, we go overboard.
Guess what, folks? We have a tornado warning. Interrupt that.
Yeah, that's a
boom, boom, boom. Breaking news. Yeah. So, how was the winter? Did you have one?
Not really. I mean, we had a couple of good snows, but it hasn't been too snowy. It honestly doesn't get too terribly cold or wintry in this part of Ohio. We're far enough from the Great Lakes that we don't necessarily get a ton of lake effect snow. Our biggest issue is we get snow squalls a lot. And we could have just a dusting of snow, but whiteout conditions at the same time. So that's a lot of our issue in the wintertime.
Is that from cold frontal passages?
Yeah, and you get, as you said earlier, that cold air aloft, and then you get a good jet stream that'll come in, and it will create, kind of like in the springtime when you have thunderstorms that bubble up because of the instability from the cold air aloft. You'll have snow showers with whiteout conditions followed by sunshine, followed by snow showers, and it'll just coat the ground, and we have a ton of pileups because of it.
Great. Did you just yawn?
No.
Sounded
I'm
like
boring
it.
him.
No.
No, you don't bore anybody. He bores people. Terrible.
I'm a good listener.
You're a good listener? Because you got your eyes shut.
That's because I'm thinking.
You're thinking. When was the last time you thought?
3 minutes ago.
That's what I thought. You wanted to say when the show's over. Did you hear music?
You're
then?
doing good. Look at that. 1948.
1948 to go. Let's count 46, 45. Count it down. All right, so in the summertime, you get these really severe weather. Oh, wait a minute. Xenia, Ohio, I think it was 1974. Didn't they get wiped out?
Yeah, 1974.
Wow.
There was an F5 tornado that hit Xenia, and
That's the highest one, F5.
yeah, and they estimated at the time. I mean, they don't have the technology. They didn't have the technology that we have now to estimate wind speeds and things like that. So they believe it to be upwards of maybe 250 mile an hour winds that were with that tornado.
Yo.
And then in 2019, we had a tornado outbreak with 15 tornadoes that came through my part of Southwest Ohio, and we had 3 EF3s and 1 EF4.
Wow.
It was the largest outbreak for the Weather Service in this area, and the first time in this area that they had to issue a tornado emergency. So,
Wow. Well, that woke people up, huh?
yeah, it did. It's been 2 years now. I'm actually working on a story to talk about where people are 2 years later, and there's still that recovery process that's happening. And so that was in 2019. Obviously, people were impacted. And when we got to the 1 year after, that was right when coronavirus began. So it's kind of a afterthought to people now. So I'm kind of working to make sure that people realize that there's still people in need out there that's outside of what the pandemic did.
That is true. The pandemic really did their job.
What's that?
Yeah.
The pandemic did a big job, hurting people, people dying, people laid off. You got to put a mask.
Yeah.
You got to be distance. You can't even say
So
a joke.
yeah, that played a big part in the recovery out here because last year when I went to do the 1 year since the tornadoes, there were so many regulations that construction workers couldn't cross state lines and teams had to be so small. So there was a lot of rebuilding processes that were slowed down or kind of halted at the time. So we saw people that were hopeful to get into homes. This one woman that I was following was hopeful to get into her home last spring, but didn't get in there until November. And so now that things are starting to open back up and we're starting to see building happening again, it's starting to get back on track. So that's exciting.
That's nice, huh?
All right, well, I just want to mention that you'll be appearing at the Chateau de Ville, which is no longer there.
No kidding.
You're
That's
just
it?
finding that out? There was an entertainment place in a town nearby. It's been gone for years. It's
No kidding.
Ethan Allen Furniture. I don't know what it is now.
I remember that. Allen Furniture.
Yeah, you remember that. You remember Big Al.
You know the IBM building is for sale?
You want to buy it?
No.
How much money has the station got? We got an IBM building here.
No. They're going to build one at the point.
At the Pert?
At the point. They're going to build another one.
You want to buy an IBM building? I know we can make a deal here. How you want? That's what you needed. Yeah, I'll be a landlord. Sure.
That's big enough area.
When we play hockey there, who's going to buy it? You?
I don't know.
Come on, you got it.
Even if I have $300 million,
Yeah.
I won't be able to buy that.
Yeah.
In order to make apartment out of that building,
Are you going to make apartments out of it?
it's going to cost you at least $20 million.
I see this interview took a turn.
We got derailed here. Sorry about that. What the heck? It's him. It's him. You went to, well, I'm getting killed here. Hello? No. You went to sunny Oswego, right? Which is State University of New York. And strangely enough, in Oswego, New York, you must have seen some nice snow squalls.
Yeah, we had a ton of snow squalls up there, right on the shores of Lake Ontario. So
Wow.
literally on the edge of the campus was Lake Ontario, which if you've never seen it in person, it doesn't look like a lake. It looks like an ocean.
Yeah.
But the snow squalls were so intense
big.
there. And even when I was there, we had a water spout that developed at one point.
Excellent. Excellent.
Wow.
Was that in the summer?
Yeah, it was. It was interesting to see that because, growing up where I did, we talked about this earlier, we didn't have significant thunderstorms that bring tornadoes to where I grew up. So that was kind of the closest to seeing something like that.
What a shame. A water spout it looks like a tornado, but only it's over the water. It's not severe. And it doesn't bother you unless you're the boat that's circulating around in the center. Otherwise, you go, oh, my God.
Yeah, but the snow was intense there. I remember my junior year in college, the snow was up to the second story of the house, and they would have to bring in these machines to, cut the snow down the roads and throw them up over the banks so that cars could drive.
Wow.
Excellent.
That much snow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of snow we just said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We don't have much snow here.
Not anymore.
But we did.
You heard him. We did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is. We'll blame that on something. Climate change.
No.
So would you like to ask McCall a question?
Yeah, what kind of a question should I ask? Let me see. So you be there for how long? 10 years? 8 years, right?
9 years.
9
You're right
years.
in there in the middle. Yeah, 9 years this September. So I moved from New York to, for a better job opportunity here in Dayton, Ohio. And in the TV business, if you were to look at anybody's resume, they usually don't stay somewhere forever.
Right.
So I anticipated to come out and serve my 3-year contract and move on. But I moved here, fell in love with it, and haven't left. So.
Well, we got a moving van outside your house right now. So
We want to wish you a very,
you'll be
very
going.
long stay. If they treat you well, you stay.
Don't you want to go to a bigger
Yeah.
market like Cleveland or anything? Or?
I thought that was, a thought when I first was coming up in the business. But I think with maturity, as I'm getting older and I have a daughter, being somewhere where it's comfortable and people know me for me, and I don't have to feel the stress of being in a larger market. It's a good place to raise a family.
You ought to consider that when you raise a family.
Oh, absolutely.
She's talking about getting older. My goodness.
Jeez, I mean, I wish I was.
What's the matter, you, huh?
What's the matter with you?
Hey.
But, being in the TV business,
Yeah.
you don't normally see a lot of people, getting up to retirement age. I'm maturing in the business for sure.
You're maturing. So what's going to be in your life after TV? Yeah?
I'm not sure. I've thought about it before, but I think that I would maybe go into emergency management or some type of community organization, because I found myself really attached to our community here after that tornado outbreak. And I just feel like there's a little bit of a passion there maybe with our local community groups and organizations here.
How about that?
That's nice. That's nice. She has a daughter. She likes the place. The husband works in that direction too. Am I correct? He's not working too far away from home, is he?
No, he works not too far from where we live, and he works for a Cardinal Health, which is a company that's a national company, and they help to supply hospitals with the supplies that they need. So he helps with making sure that all the product is there and shipped out.
Sounds like a commercial.
So they both working, and they can, someday the kid will go to college. I
What
hope.
are you, Bishop Fratelloni here, giving me a whole story?
Yeah, I gave him a whole story.
It's Bishop Fratelloni.
Yeah.
I like what you're. I like the foreshadowing.
All right.
He doesn't understand
You like what? What'd you say?
Italian word.
I said I like the foreshadowing of my daughter going to college
That's
and
right. Yeah.
and us raising.
That's not an Italian. Yeah, I understand now. You don't even know. All right.
I'm teasing
Nicole,
him.
we're going to.
Where are we going?
You're going nowhere. We're going to do.
Under the tunnel?
Go play on the highway, huh?
Okay.
We're going to. We usually play now, and we will. It's like 15 questions. Did I say like? Jeez. It's about 15 questions. Obvious answers. All right? The multiple choice. Okay. If you want to phone a friend, you can.
You don't have enough time to do that. Come on, hurry up.
Get lost, phone. All right. Question number 1. You are ready. Some of these are repeats, but they're great. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. At a pickleball game, what type of pickle should be served? A.
A zesty one.
Got you.
That's not a answer. A zesty one. Thank you. All right. A kosher dill. B. A gherkin. C. I can't read. Oh, C. Both of these, and D is none of these. What do you think? It's at a pickleball game. You know what a pickleball game is?
Yeah. Can you read A and B again?
No. Kosher dill or a gherkin?
I don't know. Kosher?
The answer is none of these. No, the answer is both of these. Well, it's one of those. Okay, good. Thank you.
I think the right answer was zesty.
All right, zesty was the right answer. All right. I can't read my own writing. All right. Are you ready, sir?
No.
You're not, but you're getting it. All right. What the hell is it? I'm talking about. I'm having a conversation with myself. Knock it off. All right. Ready?
Ready?
Snow is what color? A, pink. B, white. C, my favorite, mauve. Or D, blue.
It could be red if somebody get hit, you know what I mean, when you had a car accident and it starts snowing. It could be red. You know what I'm saying? The guy, his head is all bleeding, you know.
Hey, what planet are you from?
I don't know. If the snow coming down.
Give him a no.
Cheese, amigo, could be red.
Thank you. That's enough out of you.
cheese.
All right.
They don't understand.
You don't understand. All right. McCall, here we go. Sleet is A, tasty. B, fruity in taste. C, frozen rain. Or D, a Hollywood starlet. What do you got?
Let's go with frozen rain.
Thank you. Very good.
Wow.
Give her one. I guess they're sleeping again. She got it right. Thank you. A little late on the draw there. All right. Is this all right? You ready?
Yeah, go
Name
ahead.
a waste of time. Watching Dancing with the Stars is A. B, going to the dentist. C, going to the doctor. Or D, washing your clothes.
Well, I'd like to dance with a pretty lady, so might as well say dancing.
I said waste of time. Dancing with the Stars. All right, good. He's wrong. Go ahead. Thank you.
Oh,
Now,
Dave.
here's a really tough one, McCall. Hey, you ready? This is, you got to put on your thinking cap, you know? Think New York, all right? The New York Marathon. This is tough. The New York Marathon is held in A, Boston, B, New York City, C, Oklahoma City, and D, Denver.
Let's go with New York City.
All
Woohoo!
right.
Could
all
be in
right.
Venice.
Yeah,
Could be
no,
in Venice,
all
Italy. You
right.
never know.
What? Okay. What, are they asleep? Thank you. All right. Moose rhymes with, ready?
What? Moose? What?
Moose rhymes
Moose?
with A, horse, B, goose, C, jump, or D, run.
Oh my God!
No?
I think it was a horse, right?
I don't think so. You're out. Give him a no. Sick person. All right. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he lost it.
I never had it to lose it. All right. Okay, you ready? The president. I'm not. Who was president during the U.S. Civil War?
Oh my God!
A, Truman, B, Obama, C, Biden, or D, Washington, or E, Lincoln?
Give him a good one.
That was a
will ya?
lot of different
Lincoln.
ones. That wasn't 4.
Oh, it's 5. I was going crazy here.
A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah. You got E. All right, she is correct. All right. Thank you. Ready?
Go ahead.
Wet snow is A, kosher dish. B, precipitation. C, hot tub. Or D, a fig Newton of my imagination.
A fit to your imagination.
Wrong. Wet snow. He doesn't know what snow is.
I told you it's red when they fall off to
forget
somebody
it.
else's head.
Give him an X. He's wrong. Thank you. All right. Here's another toughie. Well, Disney World is named after A, Abe
Oh,
Lincoln,
no.
B, Ted Cruz, E, Elizabeth Warren,
Oh, yeah.
or B, none of these. D, none of these.
None of these.
All right, all right. You got it. You are smart, I'll tell you. All right. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Japan is in A, Asia, B, Egypt. It's on Saturn, or D, Mars.
I think Japan, because I love to go see that beautiful island. I think it's in Asia.
It's correct.
Is it correct?
Get out of here.
I'm so happy. It's correct.
All right, thank you. And now for a real toughie. You ready? Think
Yep.
hard now. What day is New Year's Day? This is tough. A, she's trying to concentrate.
Yeah, okay.
A, December 24th. She's thinking she's in the quarantine there. B, June 1st. C, February 1st. D, July 4th. Or E, I'll do it what I did in class. January 1st.
Let's go with E, January 1st.
All right, another good one. All right.
I'm
But I
proud
tell
of
you deserve a raise there. Get the
Yeah,
boss
I
on.
know, yeah.
Hey, boss.
Yeah, boss, come in here, get in here, Clyde. All right, very good. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
328. Chicken chow mein is A, Russian dish. B, a Hollywood starlet. Imagine a Hollywood starlet named Chicken Chow Mein. C, an English muffin. D, Chinese food. Or E, Lithuanian food. And F, I got an F on this one. A wimp. What is it?
I think because I had Chinese. That's a Chinese.
Good, thank you. Give him a beat.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're
Ooh,
right.
baby, yeah!
It's making me hungry too.
Is it really? All right. We'll read it again then. All right. You lived on the Great Lakes for a while. All right. There are quiet in the audience. Isn't any? There are 5 Great Lakes. Okay, 5. How many are there? A, can't tell. B, 3,000. C, 5. Or D. Now, when I was teaching, the kids would pick this because it's exact. 26.2754319. It's very exact. I'll pick that one. Now, there are 5 Great Lakes. How many are there?
There's 5.
Thank
There's
you.
Superior, Huron, Michigan, Erie, and Ontario.
All right, she got them all.
You got them
A little
all.
extra credit there. She got it right. Thank you. All right, you ready? Albert Einstein's hairdo was A. You know who Albert Einstein was, right?
Yes, I do.
I just thought I'd- Albert Einstein's hairdo was A, a wild mess. B, a crew cut. C, contained pigtails. D, was mauve in color.
Pigtail.
Thank you. All right, we got time for another 2. You know, you're a sick individual. Okay.
I got to pick on him sometimes, right?
Don't pick on me too much. All right. The UN stands for A, United Nations. B, unlikely native. Actually, unlikely nature, but that's all right. C, Uncle Nelson. D, my favorite, used newts. So the UN stands for what now?
United Nations.
That is correct. What a brilliant woman. We have time for one more.
You give him all the easy one to the lady.
Shut up. The War of 1812 started in what year? A, 1731, B, 1812, C, 1649 BC, or D, 2015. They would choose one of the others, the students, because this they think is a trick question.
1912.
1912? That's not even a choice. All right. Yes. All right, McCall, I want to thank you for being on this wacky show here. And
Oh, it's been fun.
thank you very much. Now this ought to come out. When is this going to come out? Do you know?
Next week.
No. This is the answer, McCall. All right.
All right, I'll be ready for this.
All right, because there's a little backup of shows. All right.
Okay.
You coming back?
A little backup.
Are you
So
going to coming back, that show?
What?
Is she coming
I'll
back
come
on
back.
the show?
All right,
Invite me.
good. All right, write that down. We got another victim. Write that down. All right, you'll love it. Thank you very much.
Ed Sullivan is dead, but Cohen isn't. And when it comes to weather, Cohen's smart. As New York as you get, his money's on the Mets, which goes to show that Ed's a Joe who always bets his heart. You'll hear a slick review or 2 from Nicky. And Cantor Something Berg will sing some song. There's weather news and shtick, enough to make you sick. You'll be glad you came along.